You know who I am?
Anything you say. Anything you say.
It's official.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, I'm doing a special edition, and the reason why is because I am seeing all these YouTubers posting about Fantastic Four. I just watched it last night, and I checked out some of the reviews on YouTube. It literally just came out, and it's like they're coming straight out of the theater and then fucking doing a video or review of it and posting it. And I'm just like, holy shit. And there's tons of them. I could not believe how many YouTubers are doing this. I was just like, this is insane. They don't even wait a few days. They just do it an hour after they've watched the show. It's ridiculous. When they're complaining about Disney taking their money, but then they go to the theater to watch that shit and give them fucking money. It's fucking stupid. You know, I don't go to the theater, so I Jack Sparrow it. But anyways, if you have not seen the movie and you want to watch the movie, then don't watch the rest of this video, because I will be going through some spoilers. But I figured I'd go ahead and post something on it, because there's just too many people already posting reviews on it, and it's just redonkulous. I usually wait like a week before I do it, but then sometimes people don't see my review because they've already got like 500 reviews from other YouTubers. And all the YouTubers are literally saying that this movie is trash. It sucks. They're trying to compare it to which is better, Superman or this one. And I'll get to that later on in the video. But let's get started. So there are a couple of good things in the movie, but the rest of it we'll go over. I like the way they did Galacticus. He's good. He's alright. Although him wanting a baby or whatever was a little bit, I get it. The baby's got the same power he does, and he wants him to take his place so he can go to sleep, because he's been around for billions of years, and he wants to end it, and the baby could take his place as the eater, whatever that means. I know there's this thing. There's a whole backstory that Galacticus in the comics, where he's from another universe and he gets sucked into a black hole after his universe gets destroyed, and he starts eating planets for the life force of these planets to sustain himself. I don't know, it's all weird. But anyways, the baby that they have is supposedly got this same power he does. He figures that they can merge together and he could rest and the baby can take over. Whatever. Anyway, that's the whole reason for him chasing. But he could have popped that baby out. Galactus has the power to pop that baby out and take it easily. But they make it to where Galactus Galacticus is like so nice, you know, he lets them run away from him, he chases them down, and then, you know, he's not stupid. He knows it's a trap, but then he's going to go run after the baby in the middle of the city knowing there's a trap. And I don't care. I don't want to hear, oh, because she's a mother, you know, she's got that extra adrenaline. That's why she's able to fend off fucking Galacticus. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Galacticus is one of the most powerful beings in the MCU. Not Sue Storm. He would have easily taken her. That whole scene where she's pushing him or whatever is dumb. It's really dumb. I don't care if she's got baby mama adrenaline going or not. It wouldn't have happened. Anyways, they got Galacticus right for the most part, except for him being nice and allowing them to do shit to him, because that wouldn't have happened in the comics. But anyways, the next thing that I thought was pretty decent was them introducing some of the stuff that happened before. You know, they've been around for a little while, so the little montage at the beginning of them, you know, some of their villains or whatever, that was all right. They needlessly left out Doctor Doom in that, which I understand, but that was okay. I do not, there's some people who like it. I absolutely hate it. The whole 60s look, futuristic 60s look, it's terrible looking. I just can't get into that shit. It's god awful. The suits are actually supposed to be black and blue, not blue and white. Yes, they did run a series where they were blue and white in the comics, but the fans hated it, so they went back to the blue and black, which is their original uniforms. I prefer the blue and black. I don't like the blue and white. It's terrible looking. The other thing that irritated me is that fucking dude. Like, they make Reed like the smartest man on the entire planet. He builds all this fucking technology that is like so far advanced than any other tech out there. It's just ridiculous. It's like, no. You're going to tell me he's the only scientist on the entire planet who's smart enough to build tech? Like, they just automatically make him the leader of the planet or some shit. It's dumb. It's so dumb. And then, you know, he's got all this tech that he's built that's way far more advanced than like Star Wars and Star Trek, any other sci-fi show. It's so far advanced. It's ridiculous. That really irritated me, because of course he's smart, but he's not that smart. He's not like, you know, he's a genius, but he's not to where he can build the greatest tech in the universe. It's just ridiculous. For the casting, the actors, I don't care if he can act or not. Pedro Pascal is not Reed Richards, he was terrible in this film. Um, I I wasn't a big fan of the Sue character at all. I thought she wasn't really that good. Uh, I did not like The Thing. You know, I'm a huge comic book fan, and even though I wasn't like super into Fantastic Four, I did like The Thing, and I did have several Thing comics, and that is nothing like The Thing at all. Um, he wasn't all, you know, I don't know. He needs to have a deeper voice and more raspy. Um, I absolutely hated Johnny Storm. Oh my god, that dude is not Johnny Storm. I mean, they tried to make it to where he's a lover and, he's quirky and shit like. No, no, he's an arrogant ass. He's a smart ass. And they didn't make this guy like that at all. He was like, it's hard to explain. They made fun of him for, you know, liking girls and shit like that. And it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you fucking shitting on him like that? That's ridiculous. They belittled him, and joked around, made fun of him for liking girls. It was just dumb. It was dumb. He came off like he was just a soy boy. It was terrible. Um, the robot is not even in the comics. The robot is from one of the older cartoons. So the robot shouldn't have even been in there. They added that in there for the family, situation, because they figured, we're going to have their kids come see this. Let's add the robot for cutesies. That's literally the only reason the robot's in this movie. It was dumb. It shouldn't even be in the movie. And the worst, though, is the Silver Surfer. I mean, Johnny does this thing where he figures, don't ask me how, because he's not supposed to be like that. He's not on the genius level, but they make him like he's genius level. Like, he figures out, from these transmissions of her language or whatever, that he's able to decipher it and redstone it, and then all of a sudden he knows her language. He does this montage thing where he's trying to hold her accountable for destroying all these worlds, and then come to find out there's no Norrin Rad. She was a single mother, and Galactus came and took her, made her his herald to save her planet and her son. And get the fuck out of here. It's so dumb. This movie would have been 10 times better if they had Norrin Rad in it. But they didn't. They've X'd him out completely. Like, he's not even mentioned. She's doing the girl boss single mother crap. And it's just dumb. It's dumb. Sue Storm. I've seen people, some of the YouTubers that did reviews, and they're all like, well, there's no boss babe, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Bullshit. Like, she's the only one to negotiate peace treaties with some of these villains, like the Mole King or Mole Rat or whatever the fuck his name is. She brokerages peace treaties with these villains and their countries and shit like that, and I'm just whatever. And then she's basic. Pedro Pascal or Reed Richards, whatever, he's constantly looking to her, is it okay? Do I have permission to do this? Every time he makes a decision, he's looking at her to see if it's okay. Like, do I have a yes, mommy? I'm sorry, but that's a bitch. He's a bitch. He's a simp. And she's literally telling him what to do throughout the entire movie. And people are like, oh, she's just being a mother and blah, blah. No, she's not. She's being a boss babe. Yeah, she's being a mother too, but she's being a boss babe. She's literally telling the guys what to do through the entire movie. The order may come from Reed Richards, but it's only after he looks to her to see, for her to make the decision for him and them, the rest of the crew. So yes, she is leading the Fantastic Four. Don't sit there and say she's not. You're full of shit. Anyways, but yeah, she's constantly doing that, telling him what to do. And he's, like I said, he's like a little puppy. He's like, can I, mommy? Can I, mommy? Like through the whole movie to make a decision. He can't do it. Now, he comes up with this, you got writers writing who are dumber than shit, trying to write genius level characters, and it doesn't work. Because they want you to believe that he's got all this futuristic tech that only he can make and that only he knows how to use. And then he wants to take the way they want to defeat Galactus, he wants to set up all these transport devices so they can transport the Earth to a different galaxy. Without the moon, which you have to have the moon to stabilize crap like the atmosphere and shit. You have to have the moon. But no, he wants to fucking just move the planet to a different solar system. Teleport it. And I'm just like, what the you're an effing artard. You're a artard. You can't do that. You're so dumb. Whoever wrote this, they just expect you to believe whatever, Anyways, he's coming up with ideas like that. This is way off the wall crap. It just, scientifically, you can't do it. It's impossible. Because then they want to just create a portal and shove Galactus through it to get rid of him. That's their next step, because the stupid she-beast, she comes and fucking destroys all the teleporters on the planet. Just get the fuck out of here. But anyways, and then, Johnny has this one moment where he's going to sacrifice himself to save everybody by pushing himself into Galactus and into the portal. But no, here comes the boss babe, Silver Surfer. She's got to wreck him, take his hero moment, and then fucking she does it. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. Whatever. So dumb. So dumb. Anyway, I did like the whole space flight scene when they first go meet Galactus. That was kind of cool. But just the aesthetics, watching the ship and shit like that. Not them. They get in there and he's like, I want your kid. And they're all like, well, you can't fucking have him. Go fuck yourself. So all of a sudden, they're able to get to the ship without any problems. He just conveniently parks it there for him in his spaceship. And then they're able to blast their way out and fucking take off. You know, and the Silver Surfer chick chases after him. She tries to chase after him. They knock her down into some lava pit or some shit. They get out of the ship, and then she chases them through the space wormhole, whatever, FTL drive, which can't believe they've already got FTL, but whatever. Anyways, they trap her into the black hole or whatever, and into a black hole. Sue uses some illusion on effect to make it look like they're headed for the black hole, and they get her to go in there and trap her. She's there for like a month. This conveniently gives them some time to come up with a plan on how to defeat Galactus before he reaches Earth. Like if he wanted to, he could have already been there and destroyed him. It's just ridiculous. I do agree with another YouTuber. She's pregnant when they go first see Galactus in space. And while they're on the ship and the boss babe, Silver Surfer chick, is chasing after him, she literally kicks her pants off and then pops out the baby. Like, really, dude? Really? I saw another YouTube, it was a tuber, it was a woman, and she's all like, I'm telling you now, there would be fluid all over the place. It wouldn't be a dry birth. And I agree, there would have been fluid all. She wouldn't have been able to kick her pants off like that and blah blah blah. It's just ridiculous. Like she has like a couple contractions and that's about it. And she just grunts a couple of times and out pops the baby. Fuck off. The whole scene where she's dying or dies, where Sue Storm dies, they take the baby and they've just set it on her. Like, really? What are you doing? What the fuck? Why are you taking the baby and setting it on her? I get it was her mother and everything, but that's just kind of weird. Like, who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody, when somebody dies, they don't want to take their baby and set it on them. Regardless if it's their mother or father or whatever. People don't do that. It's fucking weird. Now, yeah, I've seen some YouTubers going, oh, it's okay, it's not a big deal, it's normal. No, it's not normal. People don't do that. So dumb. And he just, all he does is, at first I thought he was going to choke her because he had his hands like around her neck like he's going to choke her. And nothing really happens. Her eyes glow a little bit and she takes a deep breath, you know, she wakes up, blah, blah, blah. And baby sits on top of her chest and does this. Yay! It was dumb. That was dumb. But yeah, this movie, it just, I knew it wasn't going to be that good. It's so much. Like, literally, Galactus is spanning the whole entire city. And he sees the kid in the middle of the city where they've conveniently set this teleporter trap. Like, he wants the baby, but at the same time, why would he jump out of his ship to get the kid when he could have his herald go and get it? It makes no sense. And then he's going to go chase after the kid, knowing that there's got to be a trap. I mean, why would they split up, disappear, and just leave the kid in the middle of the city? it's just so fucking obvious. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. So dumb. And the writers want you to think you're stupid and that you've just got to fucking believe that Reed is the greatest, smartest genius in the entire universe, and he can create tech like it's nothing, just pull it out of his ass. It's just, it's dumb. It's dumb. And then, oh my gosh, it just, at the end, they have this little, I guess, post-credit scene. And Doom finally shows up, but you don't see the face or anything, it's just a cloak. And he's taken off his mask. And the kid's like 4 years, it's like 4 years later. The kid's 4 years old now. He's got his hand on his face, like he feels sorry for him or whatever. The mask ain't even right. It's not supposed to be this shiny silver mask. If you look at any of the comics, it looks like an iron metal mask, like a, what's that movie called? The Man in Iron Mask. That's what it looks like. It's got the old metal stitches in it. It's kind of square looking, but they got this shiny, like, plastic mask that looks like metal. Yeah, it's just, that's not what it looks like. It's not a silver mask. Oh my gosh, they can't get Doom right either. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, now on to, do I think this is better than Superman? I'm going to tell you right now, both movies were terrible. They were both bad. Like, each one had a couple of good moments in it, but for the most part, both of them were really bad. I liked the guy who played Superman. He seemed like a decent actor, but as far as the story-wise goes, both the stories were dumber than shit. They made no sense. They really didn't. Like, the cosmic baby's supposed to be like this all-powerful demigod later on. And whatever, let's overpower something. And Franklin, the baby's name, he doesn't show up until way later in the comics. So, I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to think, because they're both bad. Man. I actually think I like Superman better. And that's not saying much, honestly. I don't know why. I think I liked Nathan Fallon as Guy Garner. It was hilarious. I liked him. Like I said, I didn't mind some of the actors in the Superman movie, even though a bunch of that crap was dumber than shit. The actors were actually very decent. I did not like any of the actors in this Fantastic Four. I couldn't stand any of them. They all sucked. I don't think there was one actor in the entire movie, except for Galactus. Galactus was the only decent character in the whole fucking film. The rest of it sucked ass. And yes, like I said, there are fucking boss babe moments in this movie. And there's people claiming, no, it wasn't, it was just a mother, blah, blah. No. She was boss babing through the entire fucking movie, telling them what to do. But anyways, I don't know. I liked Superman better. Just a tad. Superman was better, but I still didn't like it. Like that movie either. You just have some dumbass people writing these movies. Disney sucks. They really do. They can't fucking do a decent Marvel movie to save their ass. They have all that resource material. Years of comics. But they can't adapt it to the big screen. They always have to rewrite everything and do their own fucking versions. And it sucks. They can't write. Stop trying to rewrite it. Just do the story that's already fucking there. Nobody knows it. I mean, the normies, that's what I'm talking about. The normies don't know. Most people don't know the original stories. Tell the fucking original story. You idiot. That's what made it famous. Oh my gosh. Just
You know who I am?
the arrogance of these fucking people. They're so dumb. Anyways, I just wanted to get my 2 cents in a little early this time because there's so many fucking YouTubers doing reviews on this fucking film. It's redonkulous. But that's my take. You can like the movie if you want to. You don't have to like it. You know, it's just, that's my opinion. That's how I felt about the movie. I just gave you a little facts and my own opinion about it. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you Wednesday. I always upload a video on Wednesday. I try to do it every Wednesday. So that's all I have for you. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. So until next time, I told you be told the truth, and you've just been told.